today. From SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers taking on Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos.
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and rankings, they don't matter to him very much, but I don't know how much I actually believe that. Sure, he's team first, but I think everyone would like to see him finish number one, including himself.
Sliding out of the pocket. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he's had a great season so far throwing the football. Very likely could go over 4,000 yards with a good performance here. And even in an age of passing first, that is no small accomplishment.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 55 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Now a man who punted for the Broncos for 6 years. Britton Colquitt on to kick it away. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Rolling to his right. Goes back to Sutton. This time completes it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a carry for the former first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 5 carries, 56 yards.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown! Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
They're going to give it to Gordon, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Herbert now. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Herbert back to the air. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Shedding through the defense. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the give, this is Eckler. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Herbert. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 20-yard line.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
On 2nd down, Eckler runs through the contact. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Touchdown, Chargers. Jared Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And it's up and good. So maybe a bit early here to try to match the 2. They're content to trail by 1 at 8-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Wilson steps away. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. To try again after the sack. Herbert and his pass incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right up the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, these guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up. Eluding the pressure right. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Matt Ryan, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. From there, it's over to our nation's capital to check on the football team at home at FedEx Field. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Terry McLaurin, well over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Lastly, let's head to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. See what's happening with the Bengals. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes leading the way as his guys pick up win number 14 on the year. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. His guys lead it on the road. So let's get you back to L.A., where I'll hand things back over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for L.A. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled.
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the third quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs and say.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
He'll buy some time right. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally.
Touchdown, Broncos! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. after the touchdown. Here's McManus now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
3rd quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Herbert throwing again. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Touchdown! Mike Williams. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. KJ Hamler returning it. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson, sliding out of the pocket. And that's checked down to Gordon. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the 41, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Wilson rolling to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the 1st down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
You're impressed, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big game that time for the Chargers.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This will be 3rd and 19. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big game that time for the Chargers. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Herbert gives this one to Kelly, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Kelly. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. Touchdown, Chargers. Joshua Kelly with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in here by Patrick. Touchdown, Broncos! Tim Patrick with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Wilson going to throw for it, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they got to get to the line quickly. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throwing right, and that's complete. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Dropping this underneath to Roundtree. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. The throw taken in by Cole. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Herbert on first down now. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Keelan Cole, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be from 56 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.